team from the SEC. Florida with a previous portion. For college, today's Pelicans and Oklahoma with me in Wichita right here on Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He steps out of bounds across the 30 at the 33-yard line. Nice work there by the return team. So Florida's offense will get the first possession of the game. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Back to throw, it's Flagway. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll line up for a second down play. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defense. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
The Gators come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run the sneak for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go in that QB sneak on third down, guys. He was trying to push and trying to drive, but he was just running into a wall. Nice job by the defense.
And the Gators will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. The Panthers offense will get the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The give on the inside. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Billy Napier fought his way off the hot seat last year as the Gators broke a 4-year bowl drought, something not seen since the mid-'80s in Gainesville, and this is a talented team with expectation.
They're riding a lot of momentum. You beat Ole Miss, you beat LSU to finish the season. You've got DJ Lagway back at quarterback, so there are a lot of people really excited in Gainesville for what these Gators might do.
And the schedule is incredibly challenging, but yet no longer the negativity. And now believing in Billy Napier, believing in Lagway, one of the most talented quarterbacks in the country. Interested to see how the Florida Gators look this year.
And the Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll go to the sneak. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Under fire. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the spot.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping him up and getting to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Hard running there. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The holder will put it down on the right hash. A 33-yard try. Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
The sure hands, it's Lee. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got his man downfield. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I really like the 3rd down play here. How are you going to pressure the quarterback? I love the blitz. It fools the offensive line. They get to the quarterback before he has a chance to set his feet, make a nice throw, force him to 4th down.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. To the ground. He's got it again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Flagway. Looking to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, heading to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. To the air, it's Holstein. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a 1st down.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
With the catch, it's Lee. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Lets it fly. Pulls in the deep ball. Wide open space. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Gonna run it, it's ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Pulls it in, it's Lee. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Off the play fake on first down. He's taking the shot. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Pitt. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's ball. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for space. It's ball. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Grab behind the line. It's Hansen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Abrams. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Running it to the right. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. A strike downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
3-yard pickup. They come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Lee. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try and get it back to you without giving up any points.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He'll pull it on the read. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Makes the grab over the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Florida! They take the lead with the 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. He'll keep it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to pass, it's Holstein. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Lee. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
Yeah, and when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Across the 25, he's got room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
From the red zone, looking for a man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw, it's Holstein. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. That's just a simple hitch route. But because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to slam in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect their running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments. Put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Using his legs, it's ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Flagway. Grabbed in the middle, it's ball. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Toss sweep to the right. He breaks a tackle. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Gators come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Off play action on first down. Looking for a deep man. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. And close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked.
Wide open on the right. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
The Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Working that left side now. And the Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Caught near the sticks. It's Lee. The stop is made, but this offense is first and goal from the 9.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
He'll pull it on the read. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Panthers moving quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Fires to the tight end. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Finding an escape route. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Oftentimes when offenses get a 1st down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurrying.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Gators are in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready.
Turning it on! A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Lagway. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got him still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. The short hands, it's Lee. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Makes the grab. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. First down here for the offense. Using his legs, it's Ball. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Jackson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time. We got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
He splits the uprights. Under 60 seconds to go, and we are all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Finds his man. It's Reed. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab right down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Skips away from pressure. He's not afraid to go deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. Rushes on him. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering his shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for a touchdown to take the lead in overtime here on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stopped. It was a bad play call. They'll do it again.
Not even a thought to take the field goal. They're going for it on touchdown, Pitt. They strike first in overtime.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand.